Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, no.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if adrenaline, we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. And then down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinding my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish.
Okay, Coach, you know, the folks in the Dog Pound, they live for games like this. Snowy conditions here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down, Michel. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat.
300 pounds. He's a big man. First down. It'll go as a gain of 6.
The man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going to throw again. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Again, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
58's the money. 58's the money. Defense wins championship.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Now Cook. They had a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickens going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
58, boys. 58. 58. Come on. It's been a long day for you.
Looking to throw. Pickens. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Pickens. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Parker, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And an Allen to run. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
To throw on 2nd down. Pickens throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Pickens looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the pass.
Now a first down carry, it's Michelle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
56. Mike, 56. 56. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Let's make these babies cry. 56 to Mike, boy, 56.
Now Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Greedy Williams, the rookie out of LSU, there to knock it away. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Browns drive about to get started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. The tackle made by Landon Roberts.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Second and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Pickens. He completes it to Bryant. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. Looking to throw. Pickens. He finds Beckham, complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A toss play to Hunt. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the Patriots' 36-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. You.
Operating from the gun. Pickens. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Jackson. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A gain of 6 there on first. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It fights him off. Dancing to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Pickens. And he's got his man on the out route. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Ready,
3
ready.
yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get in the weight room.
58. 58. Come on.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Let's get in that half. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Pickens. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
7-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's our time. It's our time. Go. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, one set.
Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
3rd and 13.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Pick me up. Here we go. Play 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man, that's Harry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Check 56. You got to get the ball. See, you get the ball right here. Let's go.
Jackson on first down. And this is Parker, complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm on.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 58 right there. All day, pump. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
To throw on second down. Pickens. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Off the play fake. Pickens. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's Michel once again. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
On the set, Mike 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Parker unable to get that one. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Let's go. Hey, hold on. Let's go, G. He's crashing.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 14-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check three. 26, check 26. He's coming. We got double up.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. You know they'd love nothing more than to get a 3-and-out here after having the interception.
And it also tells you a little bit about how they feel about their leader, right? Their quarterback throws an interception in the previous series. They're trying to help him out here with a big stand.
Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
Check nickel.
He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. And this is caught. It's Parker. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Michelle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the 39, Jackson. His throw incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Taken in at the 22. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. 2nd and 15. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Pickens. That'll be complete to Cook. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Patriots.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Michelle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
He's back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And He's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking
for that time they weren't. Back to throw. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll look to throw. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Pickens. It's caught. Beckham. That one goes for 8 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
On 1st down, Pickens. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Pickens. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Come on. You better bring it.
Second and 5. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Try to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for the Patriots, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5, and they'll try to rebound next week as they head to. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, y'all. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear. We stop so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Closing the counter of what time? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side. Ready to try, keep it different. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Chase W's, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable, they sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Focus on